Hey, it's Steve from Minerva here, and today we're going to be talking about some of my favourite fabric picks for the Archer shirt pattern by Grainline Studios. As usual, all of the fabrics I'm going to talk about are available from us and are linked directly below this video for you. If you have a Minerva account, you can click and save them for later, but if you don't have an account just yet, remember it is free to sign up and you'll even get that discount code on your next purchase as well. Before we jump into the fabrics though, let's take a quick look at the Archer shirt pattern in a little bit more detail. This is a loose fitting button-up shirt pattern with long sleeves that has two different styling options. Option A has angled cuffs and a back pleat at the yoke, whilst option B has straight cuffs and a gathered detail at the lower back. This is listed as an intermediate difficulty pattern, and I would agree with that, with the collar and cuffs, button plackets and the buttonholes just upping the difficulty level a little bit. I do however think this pattern is a great choice if this is your first or 101st shirt, as the directions are nice and clear to follow. This is a timeless pattern and can be styled in a ton of different ways, and I've picked out 6 fabrics that are going to give you 6 completely different styles that we're going to take a look at now. The first fabric I'm going to talk about is this brushed cotton flannel in this bold yellow and black colourway, which I absolutely love. It's got that 90s grunge band feel to it, but the yellow just adds that juxtaposing brightness, which I think is really cool. As with all of the fabrics that I'm going to talk about today, this fabric is part of the Minerva core range, and this is one of 13 different colour options that are available. A good flannel shirt should be a staple in everyone's wardrobe, and this fabric is the perfect choice for it. It's really soft and comfortable and has an almost fleece-like texture, which works really well with the relaxed fit of the pattern. It's also not too thick, so when you're sewing through several layers for things like the collar and the button plackets, you shouldn't run into any issues. This is a 100% cotton, non-stretch fabric, and it comes in a width of just over 55 inches. The next fabric we're going to be talking about is this kneader polyester crepe in this fantastic sand colour. Kneader fabric is often used in garments like abayas due to the lightweight and comfortable nature of it, and this fabric stays really true to that. As you can see, the fabric drapes incredibly well, and as it's 100% polyester, it should retain its shape pretty well over time, making it another perfect option for this shirt. The lightweight nature of this fabric is also going to be great for that gathered detailing on the back of the shirt if you were going to be adding that in. This does feel like a really luxurious fabric with an incredibly smooth underside, but also that slightly textured outer that you would expect from a crepe, which is also giving it that fantastic matte finish to the colour. As mentioned, this is a 100% polyester fabric and has a width of just over 67 inches. Next up, we've got this cotton drill fabric in this really nice sharply printed Arctic camo pattern. At the completely opposite end of the scale of the kneader fabric that we just spoke about, this is a heavy duty, strong cotton twill fabric. It's got a really nice feel to it, being smooth on that inside, which is unprinted, but with a slight texture on the outside from those diagonal lines from the twill weave. There is a bit of structure, as you can see, but it still drapes really well and has a nice weight to it, which makes it perfect if you're looking to make a more casual outer shirt or amend the pattern slightly into maybe even more of a jacket. The fabric cuts and sews really nicely, but due to the thickness, I would recommend using a denim needle and taking your time when you're sewing through several layers just to avoid any needle breakages. There are 4 different colour options to choose from here, and the fabric is 100% cotton, non-stretch and available at just under 60 inches wide. Next up, I've chosen this light pink cotton chambray. It's yarn dyed, so it has a very subtle visual texture, which I think just adds that little touch of quality in the finished garments. This is one of 10 colours that are available, so if this isn't your favourite, there's still bound to be one for you. I really like this fabric as a choice if you're looking to make something a bit more formal or smart casual. It has the feel of a high-end office shirt and has that stability that you'd expect from one as well. It's also lightweight enough and has enough of a drape to handle that gathering detail at the back if that was something that you were going to be adding in. It's 100% cotton, so cuts, sews and presses like an absolute dream, and it's a great choice if this is your first shirt and don't want to give yourself any additional challenges with your make. It's a non-stretch fabric, and in terms of the width, it's just under 57 inches. Our penultimate fabric today is this light blue wash denim. This is a lightweight denim weighing in at 125 GSM, so it's great for a spring or autumn shirt. There are 4 different shades to choose from here, with this being the lightest of the 4. It's pretty similar to the chambray in terms of the way that it falls and drapes. It's also nice and soft, so it's definitely going to make a very comfortable finished garment. It sews and presses brilliantly, so there's no worries there. And because it's a denim, it's got that heavier duty construction, so should stand the test of time nicely. This is a non-stretch 100% cotton fabric, and it's 57 inches wide. As a final note on this fabric, remember it is a denim, so there may be a little bit of colour bleed in that first couple of washes. What I tend to do is wash the fabric once prior to sewing, and then once it's been sewn, I run it through once or twice just to be on the safe side. Our final fabric today is this fantastic cotton double gauze in this deep Bordeaux colour with these gold spots. I really like the fact that these gold spots differ in size and are textured on top of the fabric rather than printed. This, paired with the embossing from the double gauze, really gives this fabric an additional dimension. One thing to keep in mind here is when it comes to pressing, you want to match the heat of your iron with the gold spots rather than the cotton fabric. So keep it nice and low and make sure to test the heat out on a scrap of fabric first. The fabric itself is really light and airy, and the underside is soft and comfortable. And as you can see, it drapes really nicely. I feel that this fabric is pretty versatile and would look great as a more casual loose fitting shirt. Alternatively, you could do it as a more fitted smart version. There's a massive 19 colour options with this fabric. It's a non-stretch 100% cotton, and it's just under 60 inches in width. So those are my top fabric picks for the Archer shirt pattern from Grainline Studios. Remember, all of the fabrics as well as the Archer shirt pattern are linked below, so it's nice and easy for you to find them. Let us know your thoughts on my fabric choices and what your favourite is in the comments below, and don't forget to post your makes to Minerva so we can see your take on this fantastic pattern. Thanks for watching and have a great day.